I'm often asked about the comparison of St. Kitts property prices compared to places that are in Europe. And I've seen so many people on YouTube that talk about how expensive the property prices are in St. Kitts. And they really don't know what they're talking about. I'm here in St. Kitts all the time. So I decided to do a comparison just to show you, so you could literally see the difference in property prices in St. Kitts versus the rest of Europe. And you'll find out, well, it's very surprising. I'm going to show you where the prices of St. Kitts are not only very low, but they're actually cheaper than the lowest prices of property that I found in Europe. And you got to remember, there's no income tax, no capital gains tax, no estate tax, no inheritance tax in St. Kitts. And there's a property tax of 0.20% of whatever you're purchasing, with a $29,600 US exclusion before that 0.20% kicks in. So I'm going to give you a comparison and let you kind of take a look at this and get a better picture on this. Now, one thing I'd like to add before we start on this is, yeah, you can find properties in St. Kitts that are expensive, but they're usually five-star resort properties. That's not how you do a comparison with, stupendous granite top countertops, just all kinds of things that are added, which can really add to the price of the property. I'm talking about a house that has, nice, not luxurious living, but nice type amenities, but has incredible views. This is something you're not going to get in places in Europe. You're not going to get incredible views of the mountains and the ocean in places in Europe. Some of them you will, but not for the price we're talking about. In St. Kitts, you're going to have incredible views that you will not have in these places in Europe. And we're talking about most of these, all these places are in city center type areas, and you're not going to have anything but views of pretty much of buildings and stuff. So, but I wanted to give you just a comparison because so many people I see go on YouTube, they put on stuff, they don't know what they're talking about, okay? And I've actually sold them. I'm going to give you figures here today, and then you can go from there. Also, folks, if you want to legally get your income taxes to zero, how to get a second passport as quick as 45 days, do three things. Hit the subscribe button at the right of your screen right here and the notification bell next to it, and you'll get new videos automatically as they come out. And number two is I would like to hear from you. If you got a question or comment, put it below. Number three is go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, and just ask for some help. Okay, in this comparison, Global Property Guide came out with this, and they took the square meter prices in Monaco and compared them with Europe. Okay, now why they picked Monaco? Because it is the most expensive place in the world by far per square foot or square meter, however you want to measure it. And so I wanted to go through and just give you a synopsis on how this works and how they did this. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain a little bit more to you on this, but I want to give you the cost for 1 square meter in these different areas. I'm going to start with the most expensive in Europe. I'm going to work down, I'm going to go through it real quick, so just bear with me here. But I wanted to give you a comparison. So if you're looking at property in Europe, these were the most expensive all the way down to the cheapest in Europe. And then I'm going to give you a comparison of St. Kitts compared to that, okay, so you can kind of see from there. Okay, Monaco had the most expensive for 1 square meter, folks. 1 square meter in Monaco. This is and I'm going to tell you how they actually came out with this and where they selected the properties. But most of them, in fact, all of them were in the town center, the main center of town. And I'll give you more details on that in a minute. But they did an apples for apples comparison on the selection of where these properties were actually picked. Okay, now again, Monaco, 44,522 euros for 1 square meter. The UK was second, and it came in actually dropping less than half, and that was 21,179 for 1 square meter. And then Switzerland was 13,280 for 1 square meter, and then France was next with 12,796. Remember now, France is right next to Monaco, so there's a huge difference between 12,796 in France versus 44,522 euros for 1 square meter in Monaco. The next one is Austria with 9609. Finland was 8376. Norway was 8281. Sweden was 6991. Netherlands was 6902. Czech Republic 6688. Italy was 65.89, Russia 63.05, Germany 59.07, and they just keep getting lower, as you can see here. Spain was 49.78, Luxembourg was 46.05, Turkey was 45.81, and a lot of people talk about how cheap Turkey is. Man, there's a lot of countries cheaper than Turkey. A lot of countries that are cheaper than Turkey. Because a lot of people are looking at their citizenship by investment program, and this is why I'm telling you, if you're looking for a citizenship by investment program, if you're looking for cost per square foot, I'm going to just give you a comparison here, okay? Malta is next. That is another citizenship by investment program that's on its way out. That's $45.76. Denmark was $42.79. Portugal was $38.30. Here's another citizenship by investment. You can buy property for their program. And a lot of people think that Turkey is cheaper than Portugal. Not by this synopsis here. Portugal is cheaper than Turkey. Slovenia was 3,657 euros for 1 square meter. Greece was next with 36.19. Estonia 31.90. Belgium was 31.71. Andorra was 29.15. Slovakia 29.11. Ukraine was 28.07. Poland was 27.93. Latvia was 27.89. Hungary was 25.15. Serbia was 22.39. Lithuania was 21.63. Croatia was 19.78. Romania was 17.01. Cyprus was 16.78. Bulgaria was 16.63. This is another one that had a program that you could buy real estate in, but now it's on its way out also. In fact, it's gone, matter of fact. Montenegro was 1,400. This is one that's going to be lasting for another year. So, I mean, if you're doing a comparison on real estate, Montenegro's property prices are a lot cheaper per square meter than Turkey's or even Portugal's. Macedonia, North Macedonia's got an actual citizenship by investment program, but theirs was 1134. Now, the cheapest in all of Europe and also the poorest country in Europe was Moldova at is 965 for 1 square meter. And that's in euros too, by the way. Now, let me go through a couple of things with you. When they did this, when they did the configuration, they took the average per square meter, and they what they did was they took an apartment that was they stuck with apartments that were 120 square meters in size, okay, because they wanted to take a lower, a smaller type unit. You can get a better appreciation and probably a factor better doing that, because most likely you're not going to have real luxurious things in 120 square meter, because that's a little over 1,200 square feet. So you had a more apples for apples comparison. And they took apartments that were located in the center of the most important city of each country, and then they looked at the administrative capital and or financial capital or the center of the rental market. Now, the residential square meter prices were published again by Global Property Guide. You can pull this up yourself. Based on the in-house research using a simple method, they simply scan web advertisements looking at offers for sale and offers for rent of resale apartments and houses. They took properties that were in excellent condition with good facilities and have been refurbished or redecorated within the last 5 years. All right, now what they did not do is that newly built and pre-sale property prices were not included. Buyers should expect the prices of new properties to be higher than than existing properties. And so this is what they did. They got a better picture of a more of a same type of scenario in each place by doing it this way. Now, let me tell you what I came up with just to tell you how it worked. Okay, now, if you take the number of, there's 10.7639 square feet in 1 square meter. So a 120 square meter apartment is going to be the size of 1,292 square feet. So all of these apartments that we just gave you a cost on a square meter, they were all around 1,292 square feet in size. Now, remember, this was per square the cost I was giving you was in euros. So if you want to convert this back to US, I did the conversion today. It's roughly about 5% more if you try to convert this to US dollars on those figures. All right, now let's look at the at Monaco and taking what the cost would be in Monaco for an apartment that's 1,292 square feet. I mean, this will blow your mind. An apartment that's 1,292 square feet in Monaco would run you 5,342,640 euros, not US dollars. If you want the US, add another 5% to it. Okay, now I'm not going to go through all the ones. I'm going to get the cheapest, which was Moldova. 1,292 square foot apartment in Moldova would run you 115,800 euros. Now, that means that you could have bought with that 5,342,640 euros that you paid for in Monaco, you could buy 46 apartments, same size, almost same type of location, okay, that you would pay for one apartment that was the same square feet, which is 1,292 square feet in Monaco. 46 apartments you could buy in Moldova. That's to give you an example of how expensive is the highest, which is Monaco and versus Moldova. Now in St. Kitts, let me tell you what I did here in St. Kitts. Okay, remember the figure I gave you here. All right, in St. Kitts, I've got a house, for instance, with incredible views of the ocean. That's almost it's almost half this cost per square meter is the square meter price I gave you in Moldova. Okay, the Moldova price again was 965 euros for 1 square meter. In St. Kitts for this house, it's 450 euros for 1 square meter. Okay, and if you want to break this out on a per square foot price, it's around $46 to around $48 a square foot. Okay, now there is a difference in the comparison I need to bring out to you. In fact, this was a house and not an apartment. And what I did was I took away, whenever you do houses, you have to take, because obviously most apartments, you don't own the land that's on it, okay? So you have to strip away the land from it to get the actual size of the structure itself. So what I did was we took away the land, which is around 17,000 square feet, and took the actual square footage of the house. Now, the house in this is not 1,200, it's around 6,000 square feet. And then we took the cost and divide after you stripped away the lot, and then taking the price of the lot, what was left over, we took the square feet of 6,000 divided by the amount with the lot taken out, and we came out with around 46 US dollars square foot right in there, okay? And that's about half the cost per square feet is Moldova, but I'm going to tell you something. I can guarantee you no place in Moldova is going to have the view that this house has got up on a hilltop overlooking the ocean, the golf course, incredible views in an incredible location, and it's about half the cost per square foot. Is the cheapest country in Europe, which is Moldova. And I certainly wouldn't want to be in Moldova now because that's the next country that Russia's talking about invading. Anyway, folks, if you want to learn more on this, go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com. Hit the top bar that says apply with us, fill out the questions, hit that bottom bar that says send it to us. We deal with over 100 citizenship by investment, residency by investment countries all over the world. And folks, I would like to hear from you. If you got a question or comment, put it below. And again, we got over 600 videos. Hit the subscribe button right here, the right of your screen. Also that notification bell next to it. You'll get new videos automatically as they come out. And I would like to hear from you again. And I look forward to talking to you on the next video. Take care.